ladies and gentlemen, I'm done reading this piece. I don't want to say much. I want to keep it very short. Like the ex-president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And we want to leave it here. Sometimes when some stories come up, I want to touch on them for record's sake so that they are there for future. That one day, if it becomes necessary that we want to pull a receipt out, we can dig and pull it out.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Well, it is clear that for the past 3 days, one comment made by Sallymann is already ruling the internet in terms of headlines, in terms of conversations. People who are also very mad at her are posting it, making their various commentaries here and there. Now, I want everybody to note this. When it comes to how Sallymann approaches issues in the industry, I want to believe there are days that we can say, okay, fair presentation. And there are days that we can also say unfair presentation. As a matter of fact, if we are to do the balance, it will be clear that those days where she had fair presentation, they can be counted. But on days that she's had unfair presentation, they are uncountable. Plenty of them, here and there. As to why he does that, or as to why she does that, I can't tell. But anyways, we can still run commentaries on what she is doing. And again, predict into the future that this may likely happen if maybe she does not put a stop to them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to do this editorial with you guys. My name is Sammy Flex. You guys are welcome to Sammy Flex TV. I'm doing this with my team of producers, where Theophilus Degosh, Desert, Sammy Tuga, and Gerald. They are also on standby for us to do this job for the good Lord and for the good nation, Ghana as well. Now, let's take it from top. I'm sure even before Sally started her own show, Showtime on Adom TV, many of us might have come across videos of her from several platforms. And some of these videos, the attacks and how she comes out, you ask yourself, who is she fighting with? There are days some of these things come across like, oh, is someone even hating on Sally, or do we want her to go down or something? No, nobody is hating on Sally. Nobody would want Sally to go down. Again, as a media person, I always wish that we all have our different styles and different approach when it comes to presentation. The Sammy Flex presentation is not the same as the other guy's presentation. It is the reason we don't have the same IQ. How I will handle my presentation, definitely the other guy may also handle it in a different way, and that is fair and nice. Am I supposed to do what the other person is doing? The answer is no. Is the other person to do exactly what I'm doing? Once again, the answer is no. But then again, when we apply ethics of the profession, we have to hit it right and hit it well. That one, we cannot argue it. We cannot debate it. It has to be what it is. Over the years, if we compare some of these things that Sally has said about people's career, about people's private lives, about people's matters, you'd ask yourself, what is the agenda? In fact, recently, I saw a video of Sally on Angel FM with Ohima Oyeje. And I think she was talking about this Lumba and its matters. And how she spoke. In fact, something that even came across like a curse to Odobroni or something. I was like, oh, why? Sally, are you sure you are so clean? You've not made a mistake ever in your life before? Sometimes You cringe when you are watching some of these videos. What will make someone speak like this? What at all is the problem? But then again, I see it as such. Now, when medical Shatawale and the highest area issues came out, though it did not start from her platform, and she had every opportunity to review it the way she wanted to do it as a host of a program, as an entertainment pundit, and as an entertainment journalist. She had every opportunity, authority, however, to review the stories. But then, the approach, the how, leaves some of us dumbfounded. Like, what is happening? Those who are affected, they are handling their issues. So if you want to have your take on it, fair and square, go ahead and do it. But why your personal attacks? And why making it look like, oh, these people, they are nobodies? Why people making it look like you don't even consider them and they are not, like you don't get it? But that is how it comes across. In all this, everybody has been watching. In all this, well, those who are not so happy with how she goes about it, they get opportunity to come online to also express their views here and there. But in all this, many people are watching. Many are just quite observing proceedings, watching Sally deliver and attack people left, right, and center, sometimes unprovoked. Yeah, sometimes unprovoked, like you'll be there and Sally will have your matter. Kinpaluta, kiki. Your matter on this person, kiki. Like, she'll go at it like, like then someone will go and do his or her performance. Sally will come across like she is the goddess of performances in this world. And that if she was not satisfied with your performance, then it means your performance was shit. She'll come and talk about it anyhow, regardless of how you feel it or how you take it, regardless of ethics and professionalism. Throw everything to dogs. She'll just come attacking. Now, the very recent one is the aftermath of PR employment for BYK and the fact that a lady has been appointed alongside some of our brothers within the entertainment industry. And here we are talking about Pep Jr., we are talking about NYB, Nana Yeboah Abuduaf or something like that. Let me keep it at NYB. That is the name. And a lady called Jantua. And as a matter of fact, if you pay attention to how Sallymann talked about their recent issue, including wishing that the lady fails, including making the lady feel like she is worthless, including speaking as if the lady does not even have values of her own self to even take this opportunity. Now, people's personal ways of doing stuff, how do you want them to be your own? You don't know why someone would take up a responsibility. You don't know why someone would want to associate with a brand. You don't know why someone would want to do it. Yet, you want to come and attack these people. These are people who have taken their jobs. NYB, Pep Jr., and the Jantua lady. Why the attacks on them? So, over the weekend, whilst I was relaxing, going through some of these issues here and there, the commentaries that people were running about Sally's remarks and her editorial on these three people. Yaoboafo Aiboafo, I think that's the name. Okay. Yaobodu Aiboafo, I think that's the name like that. Now, I came across this piece. In fact, I'll say this is an anonymous person because I don't even know the person. I came across it somewhere online. And I said, well, let me just come and share with you. Let me just come and read this with you. I may not agree with the writer 100%. I may not agree with the writer 100%, but the future is always unknown. The future is not certain. Uncertainty is high in the future. Therefore, when people are doing stuff and someone can predict or someone can think, hey, if you don't handle this, it is likely to go this way or that way, we don't joke with it. In one of the plenty WhatsApp groups that I'm a part of, I came across this post and I want to share with you. And like I'm saying once again, I'm not comfortable with every other thing the writer wrote, but there are some things that are key in there. And especially when he touched on multimedia executives, multimedia authorities, their owners, and some people within the industry who are connected to the multimedia brand. What he said about them, I said, well, maybe we are sitting on a time bomb. And should this happen one day, we would all have ourselves to be blamed. In fact, we will talk, and nothing will come out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, what was written? Let's take our time, read what was written, and we'll be wrapping up very soon. Now, the person wrote, and I want to say an anonymous writer, since it was on a WhatsApp page that I'm not too sure who wrote it. Now, he says, in all of this, it is interesting to note how Multimedia Group seems comfortable endorsing Sally's ratings, even when those ratings are built on the reputations of the very talents, industry voices, and organizations they should be aligning with and not antagonizing. Of course, as media people, we have partnership with artists, with brands, and all. It says, for months now, Sally's rage has enjoyed consistent airtime on Adum TV. And quite clearly, this is exactly why she was positioned where Andy Dusty once sat. To drive ratings through sensationalism, disrespect, disregard, attacks, and shock value. Remember, Andy Dusty started that show. As to why they took him off that show, nobody knows. But the writer thinks that, well, they are aware. They knew Andy Dusty's brand. They started a very nice concept with Andy Dusty, who was handling it until he was taken away, and the next person who took over that position was Sallymann. It is okay. Everybody deserves to eat. So Sally deserves to work as well. But how is she doing it? But like Shatawale keeps reminding everyone, the fame, in this case, the fame is ratings for advertising budgets there. You will get it, but it will cost you. Of course, Shatta has been saying this. You want fame, you go get to, but the fame will cost you. Just as things ended in drama with the wild prophecies and Shatawale's unconventional stance, just as UTV and their owners felt the same sting after their sustained media onslaught against him, one never knows when Shatawale will finally respond to Sally's consistent provocation. But when he does, nobody can predict the shape or intensity of that response. For now, Sally can enjoy the pseudo-Shatta-instigated rage that's giving her a field day. But the fair-minded executives inside multimedia, yes, the ones quietly insisting that it is unethical to build commercial success on such antics, will eventually be vindicated. And when that moment arrives, they will say one thing, oh, you are. So that's what the writer is saying. Now everybody is quiet. Everybody is just watching, thinking that, oh, what Sally is doing here, we've seen it and nobody is talking. But then, what the writer is saying, that one day when it turns, one day when Shatta decides to come to the party, one day when anything happens at all, at this time everybody is watching. Yeah. Sometimes people even say, you should see for what? See for how much? Who has that money to pay for that? That time wasting? No. But one day when it turns, like the writer is saying, they will say, oh, you are. According to the writer, there are some elements within the multimedia fraternity who are not even comfortable with Sally's approach. But once again, they are silent. They are quiet. They are not talking. And one day, when it backfires, you hear from all of them. Now, let's continue reading. As a long-time observer of Shatta and his fan base, one thing is consistent. When Shatta or his fanatics keep quiet for long, they are never really quiet. You should be grateful when he reacts instantly. You should be worried when he waits. Like the Phoenix, Shatta knows when to shed and when to resurrect. His career moves in 10-year cycles. He broke out as Bandana between 2003 and 2004. Rose fast, then faded by 2006. He re-emerged as Shatta by 2013. Hit unstoppable momentum by 2015 and ruled the scene for years. By 2021, the spark dipped temporarily. Now we are approaching another 10-year marker. That is 2015 to 2025. And once again, Shatta seems to be ascending, doing things no Ghanaian musician has ever achieved. So yes, dear Sally and Adum TV, enjoy your moment. Keep chasing ratings. Keep poking the Shatta beehive. While being goaded by his few ups, he may respond or he may not. But if he does, it will change the temperature of your show permanently. Until then, cheers to chasing the mirage of catching up with UTV's showbiz program. Welcome to the party. When I read this piece on the page, I said, wow, who is this one? He seems to, first of all, understand the language of English very well. And again, he seems to understand the industry because he gave some reports from beginning till now. In fact, he knows his craft so well. And just as I said earlier, I may not agree with everything he said, but there are some points that I 100% agree with him or her. Because some of these things, everyone is watching, including executives at multimedia. We are watching. Sally is throwing tantrums. Everybody is just watching. We are all quiet. And we think it is okay, it is normal. One day, when the kitchen becomes too hot for the other guy and he decides to quench it, we should not ask why he's quenching it that way. He should not ask why he did not consider there was food on the stove. So pouring water on the stove means that you're also going to spoil the food. We should not ask, oh, but why did he mention this one's name? Because at this stage, if someone is watching, the person should know that, oh, the brands that she touches, these are brands also marketing themselves. These are brands selling. They are supposed to make money from whatever they are doing. Therefore, why these attacks and more? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm done reading this piece. I don't want to say much. I want to keep it very short. Like the ex-president of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And we want to leave it here. Sometimes when some stories come up, I want to touch on them for record's sake so that they are there for future. That one day, if it becomes necessary that we want to pull a receipt out, we can dig and pull it out. Sally is talking. Almost every week, she has her venom on someone. She discharges it anyhow, sometimes unprovoked, like you are not in her lane anyway. You are minding your business. Sally will still come and throw or spit venom on you. Are we not seeing it? Our authorities at multimedia not seeing it? Or like the writer said, maybe they are enjoying it. They are loving the advertising rate that this is bringing them. Well, the future is unknown once again. We don't know what this may bring in the future. For now, we leave it here and remind everyone that this has been kept on record until something happens. My name is Sammy Flex. I did this editorial with the team. Remember, if you agree, disagree, you can also go into the comment section, share your views and opinions with us, and we are good. If you have not subscribed to this platform, please do. Because here, we are like prophets in this industry. Most of the things we say on this platform, professionally, they come to pass. Until then, I see you when I see you. In the evening, you'll be here for Showbiz Daily. I'm out.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.